Right, there's a merchant. Here. Hello? Do you have T1 schematics? You have other stuff. Is that a mod? No! You do! Okay. T1. Yes. Okay. Yes. Y'all. Y'all. This is literally the most exciting. I forgot. Okay, so you have what I'm missing. I think that this is vanilla, but it could be... No, I think they only sell T1 too. Okay. Good. Jen, we got the stuff. We're so safe now. I'm so happy. Whew, girl, also, you're never gonna use that. Mind leeching stuff and this isn't as good. I have nobody for that. I probably should have saved the bow for Sarah, but that's fine. I'll get her something better soon. Also, what is this? Enchanter coat. Good. Okay, thank you very much. Now. Yes, we can go in. This is creepy as shit. Like, this is incredibly creepy.
The Venatori created the Oculara to search for something. Something like those strange shards.
Look at them. Like... So, if you... I forget which episode of Emery, but in the Deep Roads, when we were, like, getting to the Anvil of Void, we found things that almost looked like this, but had... Obviously, they were dwarven. I don't think that there's any relation, but it makes you wonder. Also, the whispering. It's creepy, but done really well. Can I read it?
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil.
I had hoped they were safe with the rebel mages. I see that I was mistaken.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor bastards.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
No, it wasn't on any of you. Sadly, it happened, though. Where? History? This is a chant for the departed. Andraste make. Not the Conclave. First Inquisition. Did we read this one? I think so. I actually don't know if we read that one. Hold on. Because it's got the gold, so I don't think so. The birth of the Chantry took place more than 9 ages ago. The mists of time have obscured once well-known facts. It's commonly believed that the Chantry alone created the Templars in the Circle of Magi. If you recall, there was ever an Inquisition. Those who do believe it predated the Chantry, hunting cultists and mages in a reign of terror ending only upon its transformation to the Templar Order. This is not quite the truth. One must keep in mind the state of Thetis prior to the Chantry's creation, a world where the only source of order, the Tevinter Imperium, had fallen apart. People blamed magic for the death of Andraste, the blight, the terror they saw every day, and not without reason. Abominations and demons rampaged the countryside. No one was safe. Desperate groups of men and women initially formed the Seekers of Truth, determined to reestablish order because no one else would do what was necessary. The truth they sought, the question they tried to answer, was how to restore sanity in a world gone mad. Was theirs a reign of terror? Perhaps. Evidence suggests they were as vigilant in their protection of mages as they were of regular people. When they intervened, they convened an ad hoc trial to determine the guilty party. This even application of justice led to their poor reputation. The Seekers came down against every group at one time or another, their Inquisition gaining notoriety for being on no one's side but their own. They considered themselves good people. However, followers of the Maker's true commandments, this was never more evident than when they laid down their banner in support of the fledgling Chantry. They believed with all their heart that the Templar Order was the answer a desperate Thetis needed in a terrible time. Ultimately, the Inquisition was composed of independent idealists, not Chantry zealots. That is the truth. Ah! Brother Genitivi, you can trust this knowledge. Full, like, 100%. This, very, very much trustworthy. Okay, so that's the Wrath of Heaven. So this is not in there. I can't. Is it magic? Let's see. Aha. Okay, so we found the Oculara one, and it's Alexius was quite clear in his order. We must scour the countryside to find more of the shards. Without them, the Venatori cannot claim the treasure our master seeks. For that, we need the Oculara. Without them, the shards are nearly impossible to find, even if they are no longer cloaked by whatever magic hid them for all these centuries. There must be more tranquil in the area. The rebels abandoned most of them when they fled their circles. Remember, the skull will only attune properly if the tranquil is in close proximity to one of the shards when the demon is forced to possess him. Wait. The tranquil is in close proximity to one of the shards when the demon is forced. So that's how it works. You have to force a demon to possess a tranquil. But a demon can't possess a tranquil. In theory, that shouldn't be possible. That's why you become tranquil. Even then, the blow must be delivered immediately. The Oculara produced from tranquil killed even minutes later failed to illuminate the shards when used. So a tranquil has to be force possessed by a demon and then literally killed the second they're possessed. I trust you to continue your efforts in this matter. Our master expects success. So that is the horrible truth of the Oculara. It's just not, they are not just tranquil.
I'm watching you, Varric, just so you know.
What?
Well, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. What did I do now?
Nothing. Yet. Just keep it that way.
Varric Tethras, paragon of good behavior, at your service.
Oh,
Seeker.
that tasted bad in my mouth, Varric. You a paragon of good behavior? Please, I'm playing DA2 at the same time. I know you. Connor!
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe the Queen thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, it was nice of her to offer refuge, but I don't think the people here wanted me or anyone like me in this town ever again.
Let's investigate. What happened to Arl Eamon?
Why isn't Al Eamon in power anymore?
After the Landsmeet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened, so eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
And then why did you join the rebels?
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
It's not your fault, Connor. Like, legitimately, I know it feels that way, but it wasn't. You should have had help a long time ago to control it. Tell me about what you did.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago.
That's me. The boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
It wasn't your fault.
Weren't you possessed? It wasn't you who did those things.
Wasn't it? I let the demon in. Sometimes when I dream, I remember what happened. I see the death and destruction, and it's me. It's all me.
Yeah, but you were a child, and your father was sick. You don't approve of Tevinter?
You're not in favor of the alliance with Tevinter.
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That Magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
So I like it that if you talk to Connor ahead of time, the plot's kind of given away. But you could say, well, that's kind of a reward for having talked to him ahead of time, because now you know what you're getting into when you go and talk to Fiona, which I really like.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
Okay, I'll do my best. Oh, excuse me. Not you. Okay, and that.
Grandmother, I think we should go.
Go.
So,
In the middle of the war.
we now know. Oh, what is this?
We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked
Eh?
into our village.
Did I get it?
We will not flee now.
I think oh, it was the. Oh, okay, that's the Carta. Let's go up here, and then.
We're safe.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got the quest of a lifetime. Move aside, Druffalo that needs to go home. I got this quest for you. No? Wait, do you not want to give it to me? Okay. Ballad of Nuggins. Yes. Y'all, the Battle of Nuggins? Okay. I just bought the scout armor, but I got the that's fine with me. I guess do we I wonder if I have to talk to them first. Possibly. Cause I need to pick up the ram or find him for them. It's such a good quest. It always makes me so nervous when it goes this quiet. I'm like, wait, did my game crash?
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
That's a trick question, right? Like, it has to be a trick question. There's no way you just ask me that after everything.
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken.
I'm not.
I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Yeah, but you were in Val Royeaux like 3 days ago. 3, 4, 5? I don't know. It's been a few days, but like, I distinctly remember having a conversation with you about everything. Because it was you, right?
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux?
What? You don't even know?
Where did they go?
I don't know.
That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done.
And you can't,
and
can
I've got
you?
Nothing.
Right?
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Can we please, for a second, appreciate the fact that she just said the Free Mages can no longer negotiate with you? Legitimately, all mages have ever wanted across all 3 games, as far as I can tell, is to be free. They don't want the Chantry controlling them. They don't want the Circle controlling them. They want to live their life just like any other person. And the first sign of things getting tough, they sign up for indentured servitude, which is glorified slavery, basically, to Tevinter. Right? Like, really? Really? You could have kept going. You could have run. You could have stood your ground. You could have done something, anything. You could have asked the Inquisition for help when they started forming. I mean, that's always an option, right? I mean, heck, there are so many places that don't really even exist anymore that you probably could have set up and made your own little town somewhere. Like, Ferelden is full of empty places that have been abandoned. You could have taken, like, so many other options.
The Divine's corpse is barely cold, and you've already joined the Imperium.
Most of Thedas blames us for the Divine's death. The Templar attacks grew worse, and we mages had no allies. Either my people made a last stand here in Redcliffe, or we took the only offer of help extended to us. I had to save them. I had no other choice.
How is this saving them, though?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Alexius.
Agents of the Inquisition. Allow me to introduce Magister Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Yes, it's so nice to meet you. Where is the Arl? Shouldn't he be here?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Right. An incident. Okay, cool. Tell me about this alliance.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
How did you get here so incredibly fast? When did it all happen?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Mm-hmm. You weren't at all suspicious at the time, Fiona? Like, at all? Okay. She said she was an indentured servant?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Mm-hmm. What does Tevinter gain?
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our Legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
You are quite a long way from home, though, Alexius. It's a long way to go to get yourself a few new mages.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends.
Hi.
I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Yes. Very, very ambitious. There is no way that anybody in the Inquisition can afford to think small at this point. The bigger, the better.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my
No,
lady.
no, don't worry.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Right? What do you think? It could be a trap.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
Only one way to find out.
Let's go. Hi.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Why does he disapprove?
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
Me. The Inquisition. You're Tranquil?
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
When did Tevinter arrive?
How long have the Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment.
Yeah.
You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Absolutely.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Yay, new agent. The crows? The first crow refused to speak, even when we put hot coals to the soles of his feet and peeled the skin off his face and hands with a paring knife. He opted instead to chew through his own tongue and choke to death on the blood. The second captive repeated what we already knew. Queen Madrigal went on a hunt and did not appear for the evening's festivities. Her body was later found with 4 steel swords through the chest. I asked what he knew about one of the 4 swords being a replica of Hessarian's Sword of Mercy. He had not heard about that, or at least claimed as much. He later died on the rack, smiling slightly. The third crow must have realized he would not leave the dungeon alive. He seemed to hope that by angering Master Fiore, he would earn himself a quick death. The crow tried our patience with pithy comments, while Master Fiore was trying to work. At one point, he made a remark about Fiore's mother, which I shall not repeat here. I will admit to feeling admiration for his ability to retain a capacity for coherent speech, and even some wit while under extreme duress. Amid all his useless chatter, this third crow did raise an important point. His guild has a reputation to uphold. They are ruthless, efficient, and discreet. How would they maintain such notoriety if agents routinely revealed the names of employers with something as banal as torture? This gave me pause. I called for a halt to the session. After some thought, I stabbed the man through the heart and set the 4th and 5th crow captives free. If there is a confession to be extracted, it will not be done with pain. I recommend we abandon the course of action. So this is tasked with investigating the assassination of the Queen of Antiva. It's a good, like, I don't know what anybody thinks that they will get out of torturing a crow. Like, they are who they are for a reason. They are pretty terrifying for a reason. I mean, Zevran, for all of his, like, nonchalance and not wanting to be a crow, is still, like, he's still terrifying by how casually he talks about, you know, like, I murdered this guy, I murdered that guy, and all this other stuff. Like, he's definitely terrifying at his root. And that's one of the reasons why I actually really do enjoy Zevran. I don't regret Emery romancing Alistair. I just wish I had thought to also do a Zevran romance at some point. I mean, never say never, right? But DAO is such a long game that I don't think I'd want to go back for a while after I finish Emery. But if I ever did, I think I definitely want to do somebody almost as, like, equally kind of crazy as Zev and do a Zevran mans. Because I can't remember the last time I did one of those.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
You're with the Chantry?
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I know you're a smuggler.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit.
Yeah.
You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
What kind of cut are they giving you? Have you got protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards. It looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers. All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Oh, we get one of these cutscenes. Yes, the Inquisition is 100% the safer bet these days. I think. Is there a loot over? Is it still here? That's always bugged me. Where is it? You can see, like, there used to be, like, loot. I think they, like, I don't know if it's here or somewhere else, but there used to be, like, a loot chest that you actually couldn't get to. I actually think it's the one that I was, like, trying to look for, but, like, I feel like it was, like, up in these rocks or something, and, like, there was no way to get it, or it was, like, in the rocks or something like that. I forget. I do remember, though, that there was one chest that, like, in this whole area, like, I once spent, like, an hour trying to get, and I just could not figure it out. This is my favorite introduction to a character ever. In Dragon Age. 100%. Dorian has the best intro.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Fine, only because you're just my favorite person. This? You? No! Don't do it! Don't touch me! Okay, where's the Maker taking him, though? That's what I want to know. Every time Cassandra says Maker take you. You're fine! Why are we retreating already? No, you can't, Dorian. Dorian, I am not built to do this all day. Dear God, don't be that... Don't be that ready to do stuff. Okay. Did I get it? Yeah! That actually went really well. Okay.